stranger.
Spiritually Rogue Podcast, weekly with Braxton and April Rome. When the world goes crazy, it's time to go rogue. Sundays, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going where we've never gone before, and we're taking you with us.
Oh my God!
Let's go rogue.
3, 2,
Incoming!
1, 0.
We're on a mission from God.
Put your ear to the speaker.
Crank it up. It'll knock your socks off. And now, this.
Testing, testing. Hello, hello. Okay, here we go. Perfect. I think we're good. Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm glad. I have to say I am my own technical department. Jacqueline, are we good? Can you hear me now? Now I actually think I have something for that. No, I don't. I'm trying to do all these sounds for the new podcast, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. All right, guys. So I wanted to do readings today. Why? I know people are like, "Why do you want to work on your birthday?" Why not? I love what I do. I love hello, Howie. So you couldn't hear me earlier, but I was welcoming everybody in. Howie from the Rift Network. Then I've got my Jacqueline. I got all my Florida peeps in the house. I've got Susie. There's Steph. Steph's an amazing light. Hello, thank you, thank you. So To me, the older I get, the more I am so grateful to have survived another year, and to realize how much I've grown, not just physically, no, not just in different areas, but ultimately in spiritual growth, almost like spiritual maturity. A lot of us are growing up right now. And as I was saying earlier, I'm doing this new comedy thing called Growing Up Empath. And I have a sneaky feeling this is how spirit's going to have me bring the light, right? Kind of love it. People love truth when it's delivered in a light, comical way. So I'm doing this whole thing called Growing Up Empath because it is really nothing to joke about. But when you can add light on the fact that there are so many of us that are empathic empaths, um, it's powerful, and people heal with laughing. Before I could go into empathy, I have to go into growing up Catholic. So that brings a whole new set of comedy. And the disclaimer I normally will say as I'm doing the videos, but it is interesting to go into Good Friday, and that is my point. It is Good Friday. And this is not a message for just Christians and Jesus people. It's a powerful time of resurrection for all of us. Let's take the religion out of it, please, please. Dear God, take religion out of the hands of the people. But let's look at how far we've evolved spiritually. Some big stuff is going on. Look at where you were 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Look how aware you are now. And yes, we joke, I don't want to see it all. But without the awareness of where we are, we can't create where it is we're going. So much of this awareness and everything we've gone through has really grown us to this point. And so Good Friday, is, thank you, Howie, so very much. Thank you, thank you. It's kind of like happy birthday. How many have we really had in many lifetimes? Like, how much cake have I had? Um, but back to what I was saying. I want to see it all. um, so yes, I want to see it all. And you have to understand that determined people are the ones that evolve, the good, the bad, the ugly, but determined people, determined. What are we determined on? What are we determined in? What are we determined to do, to create? So much about today is not necessarily going to be the quick, where's my partner? Because these are going to be questions we've been asking for centuries. And Spirit says, wait a minute. Thank you, Barbara. Guys, she's the cutest Barbara ever. Thank you, Barb. And then there's my Kim Marie. Hello, my love. White light and blessings. Back to you, my gorgeous girl. Tampa in the house. So this period of time, I'm geeking out because all of us old souls that have already been literally out here, out of the box, out of the masses our whole lives, always trying to be picked first. Can I please get in? Why am I not included? Why am I being judged? And all of this by, like, God bless preschool. So it's nice to finally be at a place where we can arrive in a world where it has pushed us to really embrace ourselves and really be clear that this is real. This isn't a joke. This isn't yes, people kind of ease into the, I'll do it again, cat with nine lives. That's fine. But then there's way too many of us on the outside that are the light leaders, not just light workers. So we're out here. And so your questions and your answers are going to be different. You've changed, you've evolved. Spirit needs you on the outside because that's where you're going to receive your intuitive guidance the best. Think about the masses. It's constant chaos and clutter. Chaos and clutter inside will create chaos and clutter outside. Think about all the family. Thank you, Myra and my Jess. Oh my God, I feel like it's a birthday party. This is super exciting. You guys, look at all these faces. I love this. I just love Lynn in the white suit. I could totally do a white top hat, but this is a period of evolution. So where are we evolving? We talk about the onion layers being peeled back. Thank you so much, Myra. Congrats. Muchas gracias. All right. I've been taking Spanish lessons since fourth grade. And you think I would go way beyond muchas gracias. I do know de nada. Anyway, that's the Florida in me. I miss it. All right. So we're at a point of time of evolution. So we're evolving. We're evolving as souls in our self. All right, Howie, you're going to work. I know I said I want a reading. If you're interested, if you'd like to deliver me an actual reading in my message box, let's talk. Howie, I'd love to do a reading with you. We could totally do something. Yeah, we'll go into more detail. That way I won't have to do like a mini reading. So I will message you. That would be cool. All right, remember, we love, let us forgive even harder. Let us forgive even softer. Soothe, forgive is make way. Oh, that's softer. That feels better. Harder. I almost feel like this is the moment where all of our oldest stuff, our most resistant stuff is coming up now. So, Myra, I see you and I'm going to get there. But here, most of our most resistant stuff, behaviors, beliefs, thought processes, patterns are coming up now, the good, the bad, the ugly. So it's important that we're noticing where fear is rearing its ugly head. So it's why? Because this is a bigger battle year. It's a year of truth and clarity. So all those areas where you and I have tried to avoid, I feel I'm in denial. Myra, hold on, my love. You just sent that at 222. I love that. I'm going to start with you. We're going to leave you right here. All right. So I'm going to finish this little spirit summary in 2022, this period of Aries, which is my thing. I love it. Wake them all up, they said. We are evolving, so you can't run. Okay? Cliff's notes. We're evolving, and we're evolving here first, going above where we've always been. We're going to be the bigger person for ourselves first. We know what it is we need. We also know what it is we're not allowing, what we're ignoring, what we're avoiding. Spirit says your intuition works. You cannot be a little psychic. It's like being a little pregnant. Babies who are coming in right now are zipped in. They are ready, like on a zip liner. They just need to be shown how to be spiritually human. They're ready. So, starting tonight for my reading, I'm asking about my house, my home, my guidance. Perfect. All right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to roll through this. You're going to see me close my eyes a lot. It's what I do. Tap in, tune in, turn on. But it's important that we start this the right way, as I do every session, right? So we're going to share a breath together. I know some people are like, but I'm driving or I'm at work. Well, this is really important to invite spirit in spirit readings. So let's take a breath, because that's often your biggest lesson. Stop it. Slow down. Tranquila. Take a breath in through your nose. Hold that breath in your gut, your control center. Hold it. Open your mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Let go. That means don't try to breathe it back in. Don't grab it. Don't question it. Beat it. Save it. Store it. Tape it. Box it. Let it go. Take another breath in. This is how we receive. Breathe in. Oh, look, we've received. Now we're holding. We're receiving. We're holding. We're getting out of the way. opening our mouth, then we're letting go again. You see, it's like this pattern, this flow. Let go. And then one final breath. Breathe in through your nose. If you can, hold that breath. Hold that breath in your body wherever it is needed. Do this deliberately. This is you showing up in your life. Hold that breath. Open your mouth. Now let it go. Feel your body release, your stomach give back. Just let go. You will find in those 3 breaths, you are now more available to receive your intuition. So when we say, I know I'm an old soul, I know I have the gift, where is it? You have it, it's on. It's how you ended up finding this video or my face or a text or post. The problem is we aren't allowing ourselves to be present in the moment, which is new, to receive first. We are used to showing up and pushing and going. It felt warm in my tummy when I did that. I love that. Oh, I love when people want to get pregnant and then spirit's like, time out. You're going to, first of all, being pregnant right now, big deal. It is a big deal. You're bringing like next level people in. Amen. So these beings are going to choose parents that are able to do this. So all of these individuals are going to be carrying these babies that are so intuitive. They're talking to you ahead of the positive test. And they're doing this because imagine the pregnancy when you're relaxed and open to your intuition. You and your baby literally will have an experience and a bond that most that's natural, but most of us don't realize we can actually tap into. Do you understand when your children are coming through in a reading? It's mediumship. Mediumship isn't just talking to people who have passed away. Often the babies that are going to be coming through have passed away previously in another life along with us. So it's a bigger picture than that. So we've got to be very clear that these souls have chosen you. They're waiting and they're giving you this message ahead of time because they know what they want. They know what their womb needs to look like vibrationally. So we're not going to just get pregnant or find that relationship until we are vibrationally ready. And then people go right into, but I can't produce eggs, or it's my spouse. And I have to say, medically, yes, but anything physical just is a reflection of where we are vibrationally. You know, after we realize that there could be possible pregnant issues, man, we go from zero right into the rabbit hole of denial and fear very quickly. But these babies on the other side, lined up and waiting for you, aren't. They're confident. Like, get your shit together. You know, God doesn't make junk. So this is going to be a year of truth and clarity. So, Myra, there's my baby. Guys, look at this. Just, I have to say, cutest thing in the whole world. Anyway, when you don't see me online, that's my bestie. That's where I'm at if I'm not with one of our children. All right, or the cats. In fact, let me just share this little nugget with you.
Brandon's sister, huh?
Yeah, I'm Brandon's sister.
I just had to. 90210 had to do it. All righty. So, Myra, baby, yes, baby lined up on the other side. Oh, really quickly, we breathed. I just need to do this, right? Divine order. I want to call in all of our guides. I want to call in all of our angels, the archangels, the collective consciousness, all ascended beings and our loved ones. Thank you for creating this space virtually, but we know that with spirit, no thing is limited. Love is unlimited, love is real, and love is now. I ask that you allow each of us to feel and receive your presence, mind, body, and soul. I give you permission to merge with me using any form of spiritual communication necessary of the highest Christ light. I pray for all living beings at this time, including those who feel and believe they are separated from their light. With much gratitude for this space and time, amen. All right, that's how we roll. So, going into any kind of spiritual work or cleaning the house or having a very charged conversation with someone you love, you want to make sure that you are first breathing because you're going to change your levels of consciousness, right? You don't want to talk from your butt, or as we say in, Catholic, Italian, Polish, Irish households. You don't want to talk from your ass. So it's important that we breathe, we connect, and we take this seriously. There are more of us on this planet now than ever, documented billions. And yet many of us are still wondering what our purpose is. Our purpose is the here, the now. And if you are present in body, it is not an accident at all. And Spirit says, if you listen to all the videos I'm sharing every week at the beginning of this year, all of these little messages, they are building on each other and they're unfolding. It's like God says, here, this is going to happen. And then it happens. And then Spirit says, please move past the shock and awe. What are we going to do now? What are we going to create? We didn't come here to just figure it out. We came here now at this point to figure it out and let it in. We have to live this life we came here to live, and we cannot use fear or worry or denial to block us. Our abundance and our joy is reliant on that. So, Myra, it is through me. It is not from me. I do not use my guides to give you your messages. I hold space for your divine team. So the first message is, please let your solar plexus heal. That means your control center, your belly, where you are feeling that warm, tingly feeling, which is technically the womb. It's the goddess Kali energy. People go, what? That's the mother of demons. No, it's not. She is the space before the flower pot, before the soil, and before the seed and the flower. So when they're showing me this, that means they are stripping you back. This child is stripping back all of your layers to get you healed and aligned correctly. You cannot, hello, Bonnie Jean, you cannot, if you're going to be in denial, then deny fear. If you're going to be in denial, deny worry. And if we're going to be in denial, let's deny any little thing that's going to stand in our way of aligning with what's true for us. So your heart has been connected to this child way before this lifetime. I mean, when they start to show up prior to the pregnancy test, this is like contract soul stuff. So don't take this lightly. What do you want to do? You want to breathe more. You want to slow down. When Spirit says give your body a chance to heal, you're going to want to breathe more. That's how you get out of your way, slow the vibe. Yes. Ooh, people are stuck right now. And Spirit says you're not stuck. You're holding space to let all the other parts of you catch up. Catch up. God bless, be patient, and have confidence in yourself. We have gone through a shit show in 2020, and that's just 2020. Most of us by this point, God, it's 2022. I'm 45 today, so you're looking at 45 years of like a very hard landing. That's what it feels like. Like many of us are still coming in on a landing. So Myra, other readers told me I am but. So that but is going to be the very thing that blocks this child from entering that womb. Because this child is like, that's my womb, period, done, like I've been there before. And you have to understand, this child doesn't want to come into a world that's already insecure. She wants to, take note of that. 2:34 p.m. Central. I always like to make note of this. on 4/15/22. So she's talking to you. She doesn't want to come into a world that's already insecure through a mom that is. She needs to come into a world that's already insecure through a vessel that is concrete. She's like, I need foundation. You're my foundation. Now we wonder, well, wait a minute. My foundation has been screwed up my whole life. Like this child picked the wrong mom. No, my love. This child picked the right mom because this child, yes, you heard that. It slipped. It never slips by accident. I love that. My nephew was born, Hudson, who's God handsome and big now, but literally he said he's a boy. And this was before they told me they were pregnant. So, God, we've got to have faith in these children that are coming to this world. Think about that. The ones that are coming have the toolboxes. They've got the vehicles. They just need the gasolina. So in your life, Myra, where is it that you need to gain more confidence in yourself, in your government? There you go. It's the year of war, but Spirit says, no, it's your truth and clarity. So, this whole government crapola thing on all sides needs to shift because on all sides, it's conflict and chaos. So we're never going to evolve in the law of one if we continue behaving that way. So I can't believe it. We've been trying for years and nothing. Well, my love, when Spirit says it, it is. When Spirit says it, it is. That's what faith is. Faith implies that fear is no longer needed here. And anything under the fear umbrella would be worry, doubt, denial. There's my Kim Marie, Jacqueline. Guys, this is the Spirit posse. Oh, you can't see any of this. Oh, I keep forgetting to press the buttons. I'm sorry. I got to change hats. So yes, this is Myra. I'm working with Myra. Then we've got Kim Marie, Jacqueline. I love this. I've known Jacqueline, right before the baby? Yeah, you were pregnant. And you guys could see his cute little face in the picture. He was talking before she gave birth to him. All right. So yes, I started taking vitamins and getting injections. Okay, fine. Now trust the process and trust that your body knows what it's doing. Again, the problem is we do not know how to go with the flow, which is natural. We do not know how to be natural. We do not know how to be where we are. We don't know how not to pick the scab. We don't know how to clean something 50 million times because we're afraid. So it's important that while you're doing this, your child needs you to be enjoying this. You are embodied. This is a moment where the two of you literally will come together. So you don't want to be having these moments of fear and doubt, which I can understand when you've tried so long to have a child. But in this context, this is where you must understand that, look, you're going to get pregnant, then you're going to contact me and be like, oh my God, you were right. That's not how faith works. Faith works prior, where your child's already talking to you. And then when you get pregnant, you sit there and you allow your physical self to receive that. That's the power of Spirit. I mean, whoa, literally. So yes, Jacqueline. Yes, her son is the cutest little thing. Very talkative child. Yes, he's cute. Yes, definitely. Steph says Jess definitely talked before birth. Yes, and her daughter is this amazing, like, researcher, professor in Germany. I mean, guys, we really are giving birth and raising some powerful kiddos, not kiddos. So yeah, Myra, we're gonna practice. Again, we've got to practice doing something different. Then we're gonna get what we've never gotten. We got to do something different so we can have a different outcome. If we keep doing it the same way, it's the definition of insanity. Think about it. This is where we're evolving. We could choose different, not because we have the result yet, but because we believe that in doing different, we will get different. Boom, we do different, we get different, and then we start to trust ourselves. Not only do we trust ourselves, that we trust our source. We start to trust that intuition. So, yes, Jess, I could totally see her swearing like in utero. I'm surprised she doesn't have FUCK etched on the inside of your uterine wall. um, Laura, I'm thinking of you, my love. I did a reading with Teresa and her mama this morning. Raising powerful souls for sure. Psh, she's another one. Look at her picture. Him so cute. So we've got all these babies coming. So Myra, yes. How what did she say? How far? How far along am I? So I'm going to say this. I have a child claiming you as mom this lifetime. I'm not ready yet. Why? Because my mom is grounding herself. She's learning to reground herself. And in that process, you are healing, aligning, realigning, old parts catching up. You have to give yourself that space because that child needs to be raised in that environment physically, not the environment right now physically. That's kind of off a little bit. So give yourself time and peace. This means I don't necessarily see a pregnancy right this moment. So, and again, we're trained to go pessimistic and glass half filled. It just is what it is. I'm discouraged, but we can't keep doing that because then we're always going to be discouraged. That's why we breathe. In the moments that are new, we've got to do new. And if we don't know what that new is, we know to breathe. We know to breathe. And when we breathe, we let go, let source. And then the next idea comes, the next step comes. So, Myra, the next thing I want you to do every day is just practice breathing. That's it. That's it. Practice breathing. You mean I don't stop your medicine. Don't stop working with your doctor. I'm not a doctor or a lawyer. I don't play one on TV, but take this time to understand this is a spiritual experience first, not a physical one. Okay. That's why when things unfold that hurt us, we feel it first. That's why emotional and verbal abuse is often harder to explain, to show those bruises than physical. And I could say that because I got to old soul experience both growing up. So, it's important that we realize all of the questions today are going to be about spiritual experiences, not physical, which is going to bring me right over to Susie. Susie, if you're still hanging in there, I want to thank you. I really appreciate you hanging in there. I always say I'm going to do one question at a time. Bing, 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 bing. So we're going to move on to Susie's question about her home and her house.
No cooking necessary, no assembly required.
Thank you for that. So what I need you to know is you are going through a much bigger transition at this time than you are noticing. And that's only because a lot of what you're noticing is attached to fear. It almost feels like, well, my flooring is pulled out from under me, or I'm afraid my flooring is pulled out from underneath me. Spirit is saying, but she must be reminded that a transitionary period is one of change, of movement. And faith means that we may not feel the footing under us, but it doesn't mean that we aren't safe. So this process feels like you're a little nervous, a little afraid, like I don't know what's going on with my foundation. Here's the fun part. Homes are very much alive. Buildings absorb the life energy in them. It's amazing. You could build a home, and then after you've lived in it, it comes to life. It's the same way when homes are cold, when they sit abandoned or empty. I can work a paranormal case and not, look, I'm so sorry I'm not showing all of this, guys. Yes. And then Jacqueline. Yeah. And Jacqueline, you've done this, a lot of us have been like, here's where I'm at. what do I got to do? And then Spirit goes, do this. And we're like, "Ugh, that's the hard work. I don't want to do it. But all these people on here have done the work. Some of you are in the work now. I think we're always going to be in the work because as we learn to let love in, it stops being work. Think of that. So our first issue isn't doing, it's allowing. So, Susie, it is so important that you also allow this process because it feels like, wait, there's a space, there's a place that is like Myra's future daughter waiting just for you. And we panic because that address isn't there yet. So, there's a great analogy Spirit has been showing me for years. It's the monkey on the vine. When you watch that on national, now it's Nat Geo. Come on. 15 years ago, it was National Geographic. Anyway, that monkey goes from vine to vine, effortless, woo, like almost fun. But you don't realize that there's a period of time where that monkey is in midair, not holding on to anything, nothing. That monkey doesn't look afraid. The monkey doesn't look afraid at all. And he always grabs the other vine. It's part of nature. So humans, part of nature until we get talking around each other, right? And then their fear gives birth to our fear, and we have twins. And we panic in midair and we forget that there is another vine coming. And then there's more trees. And maybe this next segment, as there's a beautiful red cardinal sitting out here. I've had blue jays, cardinals, a yellow butterfly, and huge woodpeckers today. So that's cool. And so Susie, that's odd. If anybody has the name Sonia, please write it down because it's coming out of my mouth. Susie, write down red cardinal, please, because that's also going to be significant about the message coming through for you right now. All right, so house on its way, and it feels like a home, not a house. And that's going to be the big kicker right now because ask it is given, and we get pissed off. We're like, I've been asking, it's not here. And Spirit says, but you've been asking for a house. Oh, you've wanted a home. Oh, so remember, just like with a relationship, it's going to click divinely because it's supposed to. You're not going to miss out on anything because you're supposed to not. Everything that is unfolding is in divine order. I love that, Steph. So Steph actually organizes and runs this and inspires this We Are Tree tribe on Facebook. Please check that out because she's got a whole little light thing going on there. But wonder where We Are Tree is going. And that's going to be, I know that was a question. Is that a question? Or were you just throwing that in there because of the vines? Alrighty. So Susie, yes, they're showing me 4. It also feels like a mom on mom's side. So a grandmother, mom's side feels like mom's mom is showing me 4. But she's going to do it dual purpose. So 4 as a huge monarch is like right here. I feel like Dr. Doolittle today. Snow White. Hello, my twin. There's my hiding. All right. So yes, a question. Thank you. All right. So wrapping up the house with Susie, I want you to also do the same thing and take time to breathe. Okay. Remember, we are emotionally healing right now. So we're emotionally aligning. And so many of us are really big feelers. And so that's going to be a little bumpy. So just give yourself, again, some space because what are we going to do when we're standing in line for Never, Never? What is the ride? Peter Pan's Flight. Please tell me they didn't close that one, right? I think no. I think they did close. Anyway, when you're in line at a Disney ride, are we excited to be in Disney World or are we like totally pissy and waiting and waiting? And, we had to pay all this money and we're not there. I mean, technically, don't miss the magic. Don't miss the magic. How many houses did we manifest and move in and have babies in, and then they burned down, or we moved out of, and they're still standing somewhere around the world, and we're still in the pursuit of finding a new forever home. Spirits, just be and learn to be provided for. Let the home find you. But my capacity to understand how it's going to happen, kind sir, isn't working. And then Spirit says, because some humans aren't supposed to understand how miracles work. They're just natural. Miracles are normal. So Susie, grandmother again, four would be her way of validating April, the fourth of a month, the fourth of something, has nothing to do with my name. Normally they will do birthday, anniversary, and event, but then the four has something to do with this situation in the house. So I don't know if it is 4 more months. I don't know if it's 4th Street. I don't know if it's Cardinal Court and 4th Street because of the Cardinal, but just know that she's showing me 4. It also means that she's is present and part of the process. Now, if your loved one comes through and they are in body, please remember, Spirit's unlimited. This means this is a bigger message when you both are talking and you're both still in body. If it is coming through the reading, it is because you aren't connecting in body, and this is something the soul needs to do before it goes on to the next grand adventure. So this technically could mean that your grandmother is involved somehow. So just know that that is coming through. I'm going to go on to Steph's question. Also 8 manifestation. Susie. Oh no, this isn't going to work because of my green screen. All right, so 8 manifestation. Look up manifesting law of attraction, wanting it, being in the present moment, dreaming about it, fantasizing about it, feeling it, whether it's a house or a relationship or a child or weight loss. How many of us want to lose weight and feel healthy, but we are hating our body every step of the way? We will never allow ourselves to feel something good when we are feeling something so bad about the same subject. So she says, thank you. Wow, you're welcome, my love. And really quickly, guys, if you want to take advantage of having an in-person reading with me to celebrate my birthday, still I'm doing 25% off readings, virtual readings, so through Zoom, on the website aprilroan.com. With code Happy B Day, all capitals, Happy B Day. So, Susie, thank you. And Myra, thank you for letting me hold space for you. All right, manifesting. When you think it, it will happen. When you believe it, it will happen. When you see it first, it will happen. We are raised to see it first and then respond. So that's why this big shift is happening through the hybrids. What? So we have to learn to be softer, to breathe. Laura says, I need to remember to breathe in this whirlwind. Yeah, the breath is source. The breath is spirit. It's everything under the positive umbrella. Oh, it's soothing. It's soothing because sometimes life just is a shit show. It just is a shit show. But sometimes we buy a ticket for a show. We never really know how it's going to work out, right? If you ever go to some of those drag shows in Vegas, they're either going to be amazing or you're going to be a little concerned. So, sometimes we're just here for the show. Don't judge it until it's done, until the encore. All right. So, Susie, you're welcome, my sweet girl. All right. Steph says, what I wonder where We Are Tree is going. So again, Steph leads this tribe, this group of light babies. I'm sure you have your own peeps, your tribe, but where is this group going? And understand, our guides are going to talk to us in a way that we talk to ourselves, or we talk to them naturally. And it's sweet because Steph, I love this. All right. So Spirit says, we've known each other before. Of course we have. Past life relationship. So thank you, Kim Marie. She was dead on. Her landlord sold 45 days in. Haven't found anything affordable. Scary. Yes. Trying to believe and manifest fear getting in. Unreal. Oh, we are taught fear. No, let me take that back. We are taught how to respond to fear. There are animals in nature that deal with fear every day, and they just clean themselves like nothing. Fear isn't going to change. There are going to be things that are real threats to us. It's okay to be afraid. How we practice what we believe in that moment is what changes everything. So, in that moment, the hard part is going to be scared, but practicing faith. We weren't shown how to do that very well. So, practicing faith feels like what? Practicing faith looks like what? Well, shit, I wasn't shown really how to practice faith. Excellent. You get to ask your team, your own personal and inner guidance system. Where do I feel on? Where do I feel safe? Where do I feel inspired? Where do I feel good? Oh, it's clear. It's clear. When you're focused on where you're connected, you will find that fear is less. When you focus on where you're disconnected, you will find that fear is often what we use to propel ourselves, which can work, but fear is often like a quicksand. So, again, here we are, new territory, but we're not here to stand on quicksand. Not fun. We're here to stand on new territory. You define your faith. You know what's true for you. And once you lean on that, even if it's Cold Stone ice cream, you dive into that faith every day. Again, we only gain weight because we believe that sugar is we get diagnosed. I mean, it's a firm belief. So let yourself also enjoy the process. More importantly, the process of having something unseen, unreal, create with you something so seen and tangible. That's like, whoa, I did that. Yeah. You're learning not just self-trust, but you're learning self-esteem. It's kind of cool. So I hope that helps. All right, where am I at? Steph. Where is We Are Tree going? Thank you. We are in a past relationship. I knew that. No, but where we are going is Spirit is saying networking, but on a bigger scale. And I know that we've talked about doing some stuff online, but Spirit's almost as if you and April, that was like last month. We are still going to do it, but Spirit says, like andale, we've got big things, fiesta, party, so we've got stuff coming up. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. We have a North Node, a South Node. Contact your local astrologer because I'm not one. Marissa Cohen is, and she's flipping amazing. Step outside of your comfort zone. Again, we can't see this. How do I do it? Oh my goodness. Whatever. So green screen problems. Step outside of your comfort zone. Research your North Node. What does the North Node symbolize? And no, stepping outside of our comfort zone. Well, I've done that my whole life. Yes, but we're still in body and we're still stepping. So you cannot take others where they've never gone before if you're not going where you've never gone before. So that next card is the goddess Abundantia, which is prosperity. And I love this card. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. And abundance just isn't money or a place or a home or a baby or love, or abundance could be enough. We always say we're never enough. It's never enough. There's never enough time. There's never enough. This showed up, but that wasn't here. Spirit says, going where you've never gone before. Stand there and just be open to the pouring. Kids don't stay away from the piñata. They're going to crack that sucker wide open, and they don't care what comes out. They're grabbing it. Spirit's like, get up to your piñata and crack it open. Stop wondering if your stick is big enough, if anybody else is going to compete with you for the candy. It's like my favorite scene from Steel Magnolias. Take a whack at Weezer. Crack your piñata open and then discover what Spirit's giving you. And you're going to be able to do that by jotting down and taking note of all the areas where you're inspired. Be careful of what you ask for, because then sometimes that creative workshop doesn't shut off. All right, so where is it headed? Spirit's also showing me coloring books. So whether you were thinking about creating your own coloring books as they are specific to you, Spirit goes, don't just stop with the coloring books. Do a kit, a coloring book kit. Tools of discovery that you've used with your tribe that have worked. And then the coloring book, and then coloring pencils. Maybe you do one for each chakra. I mean, really go crazy. And then realize that technically you could be selling these kits. We Are Tree feel-good kits, or We Are Tree grounding kits. You could put little seeds in them. I mean, technically, Ukraine is going to need to replant a lot of stuff. Oh, the wheels are smoking. Oh, so networking, connecting with other tribes, maybe other tribes that can put into this care package, and the care package is one for you, one for Ukraine, one for you, for Ukraine. You could have pet ones as well. People could choose you could do one of this, one of that. Either way, when you are working with other people that can add to the swag bag, and you are connecting it to a very amazing space that is needy, this is how each of us allow Spirit to work through us to prove that we're provided for. So that is where I am seeing We Are Tree happening. You are branching out, fulfilling needs unseen. Branching out, fulfilling needs unseen. I hope that helps, Steph. I like that a lot. Love this. My God, I mean, really, you're like, think about the rerouting, and then now you have new workshops that are going to match these kits, and every Sunday or whatever, you've got a big, a quick ring the bell because you're sending off 20 kits. Like, oh my God, get excited. I mean, really, we're going where we've never been before, so we're going to need a whole bunch of new ways of doing this. All right. So my gorgeous Jess. So Jess is with a company called Stoned and Twisted Jewelry, and she's amazing. Please go to Instagram and look her up, Stoned and Twisted Jewelry. She's actually really good at wrapping crystals. Yes, Miss Susie, it's coming for you. I feel it. Oh, God, I love how you guys reach out to each other. Alrighty. So she says, I reapplied for a jewelry bench. Yes, completely different career. I saw that on Patreon. I think I hearted it, but I don't think I responded. Will I get a call back this time, or should I keep looking for something else? Spirit says you are to be in the present moment without any of the anxiety and worry that you're not doing enough to get something that you're not supposed to have. I'm going to say that again. Spirit says, be in the present moment aware you're believing from a space of anxiety, and there's a deeper fear that feels like I'm not supposed to have this. And we covered this up. The old soul and the empath does this all the time. It's going to go to whoever it's supposed to. Bullshit. This is our life. I say, if you lick it, it's yours. So we're going to get it. Now, when you wish it and want it, it's yours. It is done. That is law. The only difference, yes, I've been claiming it. And Spirit says, let's claim it without the anxiety present. And let's go a little deeper into that fear that is, I might be this good and never go anywhere. I might be this good and never go anywhere. I may just have to do like blue collar work. I may just, there's lots of people that do crystals and I love it, but it's okay. That's the belief that's limiting. And that's the belief that's blocking your little resume from getting to the top vibrationally. So here's what yes, my love, I will definitely, RJ, give you something. So I'm working with Jess, and then we're going to flow right down to RJ. Definitely terrified. Yes. So if you're noticing, there's this whole message of us going where none of us have been before. We're going to be terrified, but look how many people are on this today. And we're all in the same flow, going where we've never been before, on the outside, away from the masses. We're going to notice people, places, and things are being pulled away from us. Guys, Dana just jumped on really quickly. Yes, you're welcome. Much love to you. I'm jumping on. Dana sent me this cutest little meditating cat for my birthday. I just had to show everybody that because you jumped on and it's right there and it's cute. And his name is Momo. All right. Thank you, Dana. I love you. And I'm praying for you right now. Definitely terrified, but I know this is for me. And Spirit says this is the year of war, meaning within each of us, we're going to have chaos and conflict first. Because the war outside is nothing, because it's a reflection of the war inside each of us. So we must know it without a doubt. But April, what if I know it without a doubt and I still don't get it? Well, then maybe at that place, it's not for you. Well, then I knew it. No, hold on a moment. I actually had a position created for me. All I did was write a letter to the universe of how I wanted to feel in the perfect position. And every time I wanted to get my person leave and cry in the bathroom, where do you think I learned how to breathe on the toilet? Corporate America. So I would take this little paper out and I would read it over and over, and I would sit at my desk and I would want to cry because I would feel punished, like this place is depleting my soul. And guys, look where I'm at. Literally, look where I'm at 3:00 on a Friday. Good Friday. Some of the most, guys, meet my Robin. One of the most beautiful empaths. Her and her husband, Keith, just drove and picked up 2 dogs. The most beautiful, the most terrifying leaps and changes have the best outcomes. Yes. So it's kind of like, this is a bad analogy, but I've got Jess and Robin and all of our guides showing up. So remember, crazy. It's like we're all working the same corner. I know this is horrible. Did God just say we're working the same corner? Yes. So if you ever go, we're not in competition. This is one of your guides is sick, actually. But we're not here to struggle over the same space. There's more than enough going around. More than enough to go around. Just because we were taught that there isn't, it doesn't mean that there isn't. And I think a lot of us through life have been shown that everything isn't how we were taught. Often none of it is how we were taught. Things I did in the 80s, things that families did in the 80s would be completely barbaric today. When I was little, born in 77, 4:30 in the morning on this day, we would jump up and down on the vinyl seats. No one had to wear seatbelts. So we are evolving. And after all these lifetimes, Jess, the last thing you did was to come here just to stand on the corner. You got the best legs. You've got to get them out there. Work the length of your legs, Spirit says. So, if it's what you love doing, do it. Do it everywhere. Do it online. Do it live. Do it live and talk about stuff. People do makeup and talk about murder all the time, and they have millions of followers. YouTube pays them, which is why I would love for each of you to find me on YouTube. Every time you like, share, and subscribe, it pushes my videos out where more people can see them. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and jingle that bell. You know I like my bells jingle. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I really do appreciate it very, 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 very much. It's the algorithm stuff. And if we're playing with law of attraction and we're all out here on the corner enjoying life, then algorithms don't matter. So, we're learning where a lot of our blockages are right now. And so here we are faced with the blockage. Okay, some of it is a financial thing, always a belief thing. And so, what are we going to do different if we don't know yet? Just breathe. Let's just hold hands on the corner, maybe sing a song. Dana was there for I did a whole Valentine's party and we did karaoke. 3 of us and Tony. And I recorded it. It was not like We Are the World, but anywho, sometimes going where we've never been before means standing in front of ourselves and receiving different versions. Think of that. Sometimes we're not going to be able to click with the perfect position, even if we know intuitive that one's mine, until we're standing there and we are able to make peace with the part of ourselves that is stepping into that role. Give me the capacity to receive new insights. Give me the capacity to receive more abundance. That feels good. All right. So, RJ, I'm jumping up. Thank you so much. We'll work on the fear part. No, just breathe. Breathe and go for a walk. Breathe and do your eyebrows. Breathe and change your nail color. We have to learn to do less and be more in the moment. Do less and be more in the moment. Be more in the moment. And there. Yes, it is a gift. I love spending time with each of you guys. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much I learn about my own life through your own readings? All right. RJ. So first and foremost, I also feel there's a grandmother coming through. It does feel like there's a grandmother energy, and it would be dad's side. So anything coming at me over your right, I know it makes no sense since you're not in front of me, but anything coming at me over your right is paternal. Anything coming at me over your left is maternal. So this older female dad side is present, and they are almost tapping their heart. When they do that to me, it feels symbolic of literally this could be how I passed, part of the heart. It also is their way of acknowledging something someone is going through with their heart. And this one's also going to be twofold because it feels like it's a literal organ, but then with you, it feels like it's a chakra. Like she's acknowledging your love muscles hurt, like it's off. And I'm happy. I'm very open. This is the problem. We all have our own problems with our jobs. His is mine. Spirit says, hey, we don't have to necessarily fix it as much as we've got to nurture it, love it, lick our wounds. I don't think we were shown how to love ourselves and take care of ourselves in a way that was non-judgmental. Think of that. So, RJ, it's not that you technically have to heal. They want you to go to your heart chakra and do the same thing. Breathe, be there, just breathe, be there. And notice how much fear, worry, doubt, bitterness, and all of it will just show up. That's going to keep the heart chakra blocked. And that heart chakra, when it is off and not spinning, our physical heart tends to absorb the imbalance. And then we have physical dis-ease. So no, heart chakra is a big deal right now. Remember, your truth and clarity. This individual is also going to validate this with the number 7. So July, the 7th of a month, birthday, anniversary, and event. So her showing me 7. Also, remembering sometimes we need to feel provided for, sometimes we need to feel protected. And so much about right now is for old souls who are used to doing the protecting to allow themselves to be protected. Why would a warrior soul need to be protected? Almost, it won't even be natural for us. We go into protect mode. But Spirit says, but then how can you learn how to create and come back to life if you don't let yourself be protected? How do you learn how to stay focused if you don't let yourself be protected? Remember, we get distracted very easily right now, very easily, mostly through our fears. Sometimes we're afraid of hurting. A lot of people won't grieve because intuitively they know it's going to hurt. So, RJ, please know it feels like this is an old wound that just needs to close. But more importantly, you just need to hold space for yourself so it can. Well, I'm bored, April. Okay, well, when Spirit says hold space, it means in the present moment so much more is going on there. How do we hold space? Why are we bored? Why are we interested in what Spirit has to say if we're not tempted or inspired enough to sit still and listen when we're bored? So, Spirit's trying to get your attention. Again, when we want something, we can't receive it until we are a vibrational match. And sometimes that vibrational match is going to be one of calm. And we can't be in that vibration without relaxing and doing what is being asked of us inside. My birthday is in July. Thank you so much. Aw. So a lot of my big souls, frontline, right, are being called to soften, back down a little bit. Not once does Spirit say you're defeated. It's more or less a time of rejuvenation. It's spring. This is resurrection weekend. It's going where we've never been before, rising above fear, outside of that comfort zone. Comfort and function. Comfort, it could be uncomfortable and still function because sometimes functioning is uncomfortable for us. Most of us are used to dysfunction. So, again, not that we're nuts. I almost feel like fear is nuts, hate, anger is nuts. Love and feelings and being hurt, not nuts. That's what's going to save the world, guys. So, holding space for your race car to pull over and be serviced by Spirit and time. Time does heal all wounds. And you may find that Spirit is just simply telling you to get a bag of Tootsie Pops. Go back to a childhood memory that felt good. Often that's where we balance and align the best. So you're very welcome, RJ. Thank you so much. Well, okay, I read this. I love you, Jess. And I don't ever try to be hard on people. Spirit doesn't ever want to be hard on people. But when we came here for love and we understood free will was a part of the deal, don't be surprised when Spirit gets up close and personal because you came here to get what you wanted. Think of that. All right. So Robin says, or how you thought things were going to be. I used to hate change. Now I look forward to it. Yes. I realized, after a few times that life throws you on your butt and you bounce. And then, you fall again and you bounce. You start to realize that change is just going to be part of it. The only guarantee is change. And the only reality is love. So when we are doing anything and everything, but we're literally squirming. And if you've ever tried to give a child a haircut that's squirming, it isn't fun. So you are very welcome, RJ. So very much. So yeah, change is it's like roll with the punches. Fake it till you make it. But then you realize there are no punches. Change is great. I'm better at 45 than I was at 4 and 5. I mean, think about it. Literally, we get to think about it. And we get to choose how we respond to all of it. All right, guys. So we're doing this now at 1 hour and 11 minutes in. I am going to wrap, and I'm going to go back to my birthday festivities, which are probably going to include a cup of coffee next. I know I need to pipe down. Don't call the cops on me. It's going to get loud. No, I'm 45. Come on. I can't stay up past 9 o'clock anymore. All right. I hope you guys have a great Good Friday. Even if you're not Christian, I'm not really Catholic. Think about it. Jesus wasn't Christian. But allow yourself to entertain the human beings that came forward in all religions, in all cultures and lives and beliefs and stories. All the humans that came here and did different. Maybe it was a parable, but without the story, we have nothing to learn from, nothing to compare, nothing to go after. So, resurrect this weekend. Allow your truth to rise to the top. Allow your clarity to shine. Get out of your way. All right. I'm going to go find some cake and hopefully some Peeps. I do love Peeps. I know it's sugar. I need to figure out this sugar law of attraction thing. All right, guys, I'm going to be at the Jefferson Hotel, historic Jefferson Hotel, tomorrow doing readings. If you're going to be in East Texas, go to aprilroan.com and you can actually schedule right there on the website. I will see some of you who already scheduled. And I want to thank each of you. Go ahead and join Braxton and I this Sunday, 7 p.m. for our podcast. It's actually going to be a lot of fun. I'll see you guys later, and happy, happy, happy spring, happy Easter, happy new life, happy everything. Happy everything.
Thank you for coming to our show, and good night.
Woo, doggy! On to the next quest. Get out of here.
Spiritually Rogue Podcast. New world, new ways, new life. Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Central. SpirituallyRogue.com.
Over now.
Get up now. Come on. Yeah.
Because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.